Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of If I May Speak Candidly. I want to first apologize for disappearing for the last 2 weeks. To be truthfully honest, I just really miscalculated the obligations and stuff that I had between covering the New York Comic Con and just lifing, and other obligations and responsibilities that I had. And before I knew it, the last 2 weeks just kind of took a toll on me. And on top of that, I just been sick off and on, but I'm feeling about 92% better. I know 92 sounds such an odd number, but it's not 100, but it's not bad either. Um, so again, I just want to thank all of those who tuned in for the last two episodes. The last episode definitely did much better than I thought. So, highly appreciative of that. Thank you to those who have subscribed and have shared and have commented and left feedback and suggestions and um, just helping to build this channel and wanting to see it grow. I want to see it grow and just really just appreciative of all of that. So thank you for that. And I hope this episode definitely tickles your fancy and entertains you. And of course, as always, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends, and and let's just support one another. Okay, so let's get back to this episode. So the first thing I want to talk about, I mean, it's not new news, but it is something that I did want to share, and it was the departure of Samantha Irvin, leaving as the WWE ring announcer. I met Samantha last year when I went to a show in Charlotte, North Carolina. And on my way back home at the airport, I ran into her husband, Ricochet, and the SmackDown commentator, Wade Barrett. And I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but I spoke briefly to Ricochet, and I had a really nice conversation with Samantha. So hearing that she had decided that she was going to move on to other ventures in her life was a bittersweet moment for me, because as a creator, you always want to see other creators progress in life and to achieve all of their goals and dreams and to expand, with their creativity. And it's unfortunate that um, she felt a little closed in WWE, because she shared that there was other things that she wanted to venture out and try while she was there, and she never really got the opportunity to. But I do hope that now that it's out in the open and she has shared those dreams, and with people online supporting, that maybe in the near future she can come back to the WWE and actually get a chance to do those things. But you know, I do have to say something really briefly before I switch to another topic. There is a lot of people online that felt the need to tell her that being a ring announcer was her calling. It was something she was good at. Um, Being a manager, or dreaming of being a manager, was probably above her skill set, something that she shouldn't have aspired to be. It was too high of a dream. Um, how dare you? How dare you tell another person that the things that they want to try, the things that they had aspirations to do, the things that they dreamed of trying is above them? That being a ring announcer is their glass ceiling, and that's as far as they're going to go. Um, I'm more than positive that she has achieved a lot, probably a handful than the most of us. And I think she would have made a great manager. I think she would have been great at whatever it is that she had chosen to do. And, you know, being kind, being nice to people, especially those you don't personally know, especially those online, is free. It costs absolutely nothing to be kind to people. And I can only wish that people would be more kind to strangers. But a lot of these people aren't even kind to the people that they claim to love and care for. They're not even kind to themselves. So I hope that Samantha knows that there's only a very small, insignificant portion of the WWE universe that feels that way. And we will support her in whatever she chooses to do. And I will hope that WWE will see her value and decide to bring her back and allow her to pursue the dreams that she chooses to pursue. And of course, if that's not an option or it's not in the cards for her, there's always other places she can go where she can expand her wings and live her dreams. So again, Samantha, you are one of the best ring announcers we have had since Lillian Garcia. And I'm always going to miss you announcing Chelsea Green. Let me see if I can do my own rendition. Chelsea Green. Right? So we're going to miss that. But, we'll be keeping an eye out on you and what it is that you're doing. And hopefully I get a chance to do a profile on you and talk to you and interview you, I think that would be great for the channel. So whoever see this, share it with Samantha, and maybe she could be one of my first people that I interview on here. So the next topic that I wanted to touch on is a recent interview that Montez Ford of the Street Profits did with Louis Browning of the Daily Mail, where he shared his frustrations with being passed up or looked over as a tag team with Angelo Dawkins. Excuse me. And I do want to read this quote that he said before I get into my thoughts about it, because you know what? Honestly, I'm on his side. So he said, "You've got new faces showing up on the scene, and our audience naturally tends to forget what we've done and how we've done it. In the now, it is at that point where it's been almost 4 years since we've been tag team champions. I'm not going to lie and say I don't sit here and watch all the comments and everything. I watch everything. We're not in conversations when it comes to top tag teams. We're not in conversation when it comes to anything wrestling related besides being handed by the bloodline. And that doesn't sit well with me. So as well as it is going in terms of being my dream job, it is enjoying as it is frustrating. Now, I've been online very vocal about the mistreatment of the street profits. And this might be kayfabe. This may be a part of the storyline. This might be the building of the frustration of Montez and Angelo, more so Montez, because Montez is very vocal, especially on his social media accounts. So maybe this is a build towards that. But in all honesty, he's right. And this is to no shot at Motor City machine guns. They're legends in their own right. They have built a name for themselves. They have been doing this for a long time. This is no shot at them. However, as I said before, you have these tag teams that you are passing up for opportunities. You're giving them opportunities, but they're not fulfilling these opportunities. How many tag team championship matches have the Street Profits have been in where they have lost, where they have been slighted from winning? Quite a few. Quite a few. And most recently, you put them in a match against DIY, and you kind of put um you kind of left this sense in the air that there might be a few between them or not, but eventually DIY loses to Motor City Machine Guns, and then they end up challenging the Bloodline right then and there on the spot and win the titles. If you are not going to utilize the Street Profits as a top tag team that they are, then you need to go ahead and figure out how you are going to make them solo stars. You need to figure out what you are going to do. You have solidified Bianca as a top star. She is a 3-time women's champion. She has broken records. She has made history. And now she is a 2-time tag team champion. She won the titles that she is carrying twice in a year's time. And for whatever reason, you are not doing the same for her husband. It is crazy to me. I don't understand why. I don't get it. It has nothing to do with talent because he's talented. It doesn't have a damn thing to do with talent. It's about knowing how to utilize and to work with certain people. And don't want to make it about color. Don't want to make it about color. But it might be about color. I don't know. It might be. It might be. But the fact of the matter is, I don't know how many black writers there is in the WWE room. I don't know how many black producers, if there's any, in the WWE, but something has to change. I feel as though the talented wrestlers who are not getting the TV time that they deserve are not getting it simply because people don't know how to write and produce for them where it won't come off a certain way or be read off a certain way by your black WWE universe people, your black fans. Solution: hire more black people. Hire more black people. Hire more people in the company that not only understands but can relate, but also extremely good at their jobs, skillful for their jobs, and you will see a change. Now, like I said, this all could just be a part of a storyline, but you know, does it sound good for a sitting wrestler to kind of talk about the mistreatment that they feel or how slighted they feel, and now it's printed forever online? I don't know. I mean, again, I don't work for these wrestling companies, so maybe, they just know that all publicity is good publicity, good or bad. But you know, all I can say is, in the midst of that frustration, whether it's real or not, there is some truth behind what he said. There is some true feelings behind that. And I don't want to see Montez get let go. I don't want to see him leave. I just want to see him be treated like the talented wrestler that he is. And I hope that sooner rather than later. So the last thing I want to talk about, which shouldn't take too long because, honestly, yeah. But something's been going on online as of the time of the recording, and it's a report that the legend, the icon, Dave Meltzer, have put out there by stating that Backlash next year is going to be held at the Tokyo Dome. That's what he said. But then truth came out and it said that's not true. We never said that. Where do you get your information from? This is not factual. So what does Dave do? Dave gets online and he says the Backlash tweet was apparently a fake. You wrote it, sir. You wrote it. It came off of your page. What do you mean it's fake? Who else put it there? You. You did it. You know, there comes a time when people get a little behind on the current trends. Dave has been doing this longer than a lot of us been alive. He said it himself, since the 70s. And, we're talking 50 years plus. Maybe it's time for Dave to hang it up. Maybe it's time for Dave to say, you know what? I've been doing this for a long time. I have seen a lot of great ups and downs in the wrestling industry. I have been at front row center for a lot of that stuff. But my tea, my information is being clocked online. Every time I say something, it's being proven not to be true. It's not factual. Maybe it's time for me to hang up my Ethernet cord. Maybe I need to unplug my fat back laptop. Maybe it's time for me to sign off on AOL and just enjoy my retirement. Dave, it might be time for you to enjoy your retirement and leave the tea spilling, the information, the putting the stuff out there to the younger crowd. You had your time. You had your time. You had your moment, but it might be time for you to hang it up, sir. Because for you to lie in 4K and to say what you said with no truth behind it, and then when you get called out, you say it was fake. It's from your account. Your account. And it's not even a fake tweet. There's multiple screenshots of the same tweet from your page. So, I'm not going to browbeat Dave too much because, he has made it possible for a lot of us to even be in this field, to be in this industry, to talk about wrestling. But unless you can come to a decision in your career, in your very lengthy career, to make sure that your information is correct before putting it out there, I do think it's time for you to hang it up and to move on. Um, but outside of that, yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in. Again, I will definitely keep up with the scheduling of pushing out articles. I'm so used to writing articles, pushing out episodes every week. Um, Again, life has just really been taking a toll. I mean, but that is the ins and outs. Like that is just growing pains. And I just really, all I really want is just the support. If I can receive the same amount of support that I give to others, I think that will subconsciously push me to keep going. So, support, 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 share, like, subscribe. All of that is free. I'm not asking for anything else. Even a feedback, if you don't necessarily agree with my thoughts or concerns, please leave a comment as well. I got thick skin, but just don't do too much. That's all I say. Speak your mind, but don't do too much because then, yeah, I might have to show my other side, and I try to keep that side at bay. So thank you again for watching, tuning in, keeping up with me on social media. You can find me on Twitter at I am Megan Ambers. You can find me on Instagram at Megan Ambers. You can also see me on Sundays on the Wrestling Republic channel for Sunday Night Spotlight. This week I will not be on the daily, but I do have something in store with my good friend Shad, as we are going to be taking it to the table with our colleague Chaos as we debate if Becky Lynch really is the greatest woman wrestler of all time. Shad say yes, I said hell no. We will find out who will win the debate come this Wednesday. I will keep y'all updated on that. But again, make sure that you like and subscribe and share the channel and enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you and God bless.